Hello students, once again welcome to your science class. Today we will study about plant adaptation. Let's look at this picture. Can you find anything strange in the image 1 and 2? Yes, lotus in a desert and cactus growing in a pond. We all know cactus cannot grow in ponds and lotus cannot bloom in deserts. This is because plants have special characters which help them to grow in a particular environment. That's particular environment called habitat. So let's know about habitat for different types or kinds of organisms. The place where an organism naturally lives is called its habitat. It means a habitat has food, water and air for the animals and birds which need for their survival. Now let's talk about adaptation. The special features acquired by an organism to adjust itself in a habitat are called adaptations. Today we will discuss about plant adaptation. What is plant adaptation? According to the habitat they grow in, plants can be broadly grouped into two categories: terrestrial plants, aquatic plants. Terrestrial plants means plants that growing on the land, and aquatic plants that grow and live in the water. So today we will discuss about aquatic plants. Plants that grow and live in water are called aquatic plants. The following figure shows the different types of aquatic plants. Aquatic plants adapt certain features to survive in aquatic habitat. Let's look at this figure. As you can see, there are few kinds of vegetation: emergent vegetation, rooted floating vegetation, submerged vegetation and non-rooted floating vegetation. So, what is these kind of vegetation? Let's discuss about them. First of all, look at these types of aquatic plants. On the basis of their situation, we can divide aquatic plants into four types: emergent plants, fixed plants, underwater plants and floating plants. Emergent plants. Some plants are called emergent plants because even when their roots are fixed in the soil of the shallow waterbed, their leaves and stems extend out of the surface of the water body they are growing in. Example of emergent plants are bulrush, cattail, arrowhead and sage. As you can see in the picture, bulrush and sage, only their roots are growing in the water and their leaves stem is emerge out from the waterbed. Floating plants. These plants are fixed to the waterbed with the help of strong roots. Hence they are called fixed plants. For example, lotus and water lily. They have thin, long stalks that are hollow and light in weight. These keep the flower and leaves floating on the surface of the water. Examples are lotus and water lily. Their roots are fixed in the land of waterbed, but their leaves and flower are emerged out from the water and float on the surface. Submerged or underwater plants. These plants grow and remain completely submerged into the water. That's why they are also called submerged plants. For example, hydrilla, vallisneria, and pondweed. They have thin, narrow ribbon-like leaves to prevent them from getting torn by the force of water currents. For example, vallisneria and hydrilla. Last, floating plants. Plants that float on water are called floating plants. Examples are duckweed, water lettuce, and water hyacinth. These plants float on water because either they have air filled inside their stems, for example, water hyacinth, or they are very small and light in weight, for example, duckweed. The roots of floating plants absorb nutrients directly from the water. So kids, this is all about aquatic plants. In the next class, we will discuss about terrestrial plants. Thank you. Have a nice day.